Then three, his friends sort of like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please, I'm taking him home right now." And I'm not one for unnecessary like conflict like that. Like it was an honest mistake. It'd be one thing if it was like a actual like brawl, but something like that, I'm like, it's not worth it.
Unless it's over tacos, right? I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm still enraged about that taco thing.
I like being lied to. Kind of gets me off, you know?
Oh my god!
Hello, fellow weebs and otakus, to another episode of Anime Fix, or your fix for all things anime. I'm Chase.
I'm Lance.
Hello, Lance.
Hey, Chase.
How are things?
Pretty good. Pretty good, yeah. It's been a rough week.
Why?
But I'll work.
It's always work. It's always work, Lance. You need to let them know about your priorities to this podcast and to our fans, okay? We have.
Sure. No, so here's the thing. Like, no, they tell me I'm told that I need to have priorities outside of work, and I just don't listen.
What? They're literally telling you to put this podcast first, and you're telling them no.
That's almost a podcast.
No.
Like it's not specifically a podcast, but they're like, yeah, like maybe you should take a day off tomorrow. And I'm like, no, I'll keep working.
What? What do you mean? They're telling you to take a day off, and you're just like, nah, that's not for me. That's not for me.
I don't know how to relax. I'm.
You should live in Japan, because
I would probably do.
They're all workaholics. Like you working as much as you do would be considered not enough.
Oh gosh. Well, no, actually, that might be good for me then, because then it'll challenge me to do more.
Outside of work or in?
No, inside work. I'm saying like I can't be average Japanese work ethic. I need high quality, high caliber work ethic.
You'd be working like 20 hours a day.
In my head, I do. But I don't always sit at my desk for that long. But
yeah, and all those walks that you take, non-existent.
Yeah, that would
walks.
be. Well, no, here's the thing.
No more mental time for you, you know.
No, here's what I'll do. I'll just get an iPad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll jury rig it up, and then I'll just, as I'm doing my walks, I'll just work. It's like one of those walking desks. But I'll take the desk with me instead of moving at the desk. I'll just take the desk with me and then keep going my walks.
What I thought you were gonna say is you're gonna have the iPad strapped to like a treadmill, and you're gonna walk on that, pretending like you're walking outside while you're still working.
No, I'm actually talking about walking outside. Just bring like like an iPad or my workstation, all that stuff with me. Yeah.
What are we talking about today, Lance?
We're continuing our conversation on Charlotte.
Yeah, and how excited were you that you called me literally like an hour before we were gonna record, and you're like, "Bro," and I was like, "Wait till the podcast."
Totally just took a turn I didn't see coming. Like,
what'd I tell you, huh? What'd I tell you? It's like Madoka Magica. It really is, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
you had no idea that was gonna be that way.
No idea. Yeah, I mean, the different Madoka Magica, put they hit you earlier. It took about like 8-9 episodes to get there.
It took so long for Charlotte, but I think the wait was worth it.
And to come to find out, well, one.
So you haven't finished it, right? You only finished it up until episode 10.
Yes.
Okay.
I come to find out that really, it's really not a bunch of half-ass abilities, right? They're actually one in particular, our hero. So I've just learned that his ability isn't possessing people for 5 seconds. Not really. He can't. His ability is stealing, acquiring other people's ability through possession. That's why he only needs 5 seconds, because he's not.
He only needs 5 seconds to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that when you found out that?
I was a little confused because there was this little like flash forward, right?
Yeah.
They're at the concert, go flash forward, and I go, like your true ability, and he's like the plunder, which I at first I thought I heard him say blunder,
Blunder.
and I was like, what? But then I've picked up plunder, but
Yeah.
then I had a little that whole scene where he's trying to get, and he's like my older brother. And I was like, what do you mean older brother? What
Yeah.
older brother? Overall, it's very.
You know what's funny? The older
Ah.
brother thing. I was worried that you would catch on in the first episode about that.
What did we see in the first episode?
So the first episode, they do a big foreshadow, and they wait like 5 to 10 seconds of like. And I'm glad that you didn't notice it because it would have ruined a lot. But you remember like when Lolly, his little sister, and him are sitting at that table talking,
Uh-huh.
and then she just randomly says, "It feels like we're missing someone in the family."
Oh yeah, like missing. Yeah, and
Yep. That's a big foreshadowing. But like I didn't notice the first time either. But I was worried that you would catch on. But I'm glad you didn't.
no, I didn't. I mean, like I thought it was. I remember thinking that's a weird line, but I thought
Yeah, that's a weird line.
But
10 episodes later.
but I didn't put much stuff. I probably wasn't like looking too deeply into it because like
It was just a basic anime to you until it turned around, right?
I wasn't expecting
There's a
any
lot of
twists and
twists,
turns.
honestly. There's a lot of twists, like things that you're like, oh wow, and like you just keep saying, oh wow.
And like his older brother like going blind every time he uses his ability.
Yeah, slowly going more and more blind.
Yeah, I'll say I'm very glad that Pooh.
Who?
His ability is.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember his real name, but his nickname is Pooh. Which I don't remember why he calls him Pooh. I don't know if we ever learned that yet.
I don't know.
But I was really happy when he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just putting the hair over my face and jumping in the pool as a disguise."
It
Which,
works. So he doesn't really need to do that.
yeah, he doesn't really need to do that, and it's almost, it's kind of almost like what, because these are all kids, right? They're all young. I mean, they're all young adults.
Yeah, they're in high school.
Yeah, it's it's almost like what would a teenager think is an awesome disguise? Oh yeah, I'll just jump in the pool and my hair over my face. No one will recognize me.
What's the last thing you remember that happened?
Very last thing.
Yeah.
So he saves his sister.
Oh,
By the way, he saved his sister. Cool scene, by the way. He's like,
what?
When he pops out of a locker and he says, "You bother my sister again, you're not going to get off so easy." And she goes, "Ah."
Considering last time that they both died.
Yeah. But the last thing I remember is he saved his sister. They were walking home, and the girl who hypnotized people asleep, walking up and like, "Oh hey, how's it going?" And they're like, "Oh, you know who I am?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh well, that explains a lot, or that saves a lot of time because he already knows kind of what the plan was." No, he just hasn't experienced it yet because of the time jump. So that's the last thing I remember. That's the last thing that happened because I literally finished the episode and I walked over here to my computer and turned it on.
Yep. Yeah, so 11, 12, and I'm just trying to make sure I don't say anything that hasn't happened yet, you know?
I'm probably gonna finish 11. I'm probably gonna finish it all today. There's what, 3 more episodes?
3 more episodes, and it still gets good. It just has a really good ending, I would say.
I'm just curious. Like, I feel like we're at like almost feels like we're at a happy ending right now because they did what they want. They got to school. We'll probably have to go back and explain some stuff because we're like a time jump. We're jumping around, or I'm jumping around, but
it's fine.
It feels like this is like episode 10. It's a perfect happy ending
so far,
because like
another twist happens.
I'm like, what are they gonna do? Because there's no way you're gonna have 3 episodes. You just drop that on us. You're gonna have 3 more episodes, or just kind of lame, the business as usual. Yeah, no, it's got to be something.
So to explain how many times his brother time jumped back to try to fix things.
I don't know, but I imagine it was a lot.
Burning him blind, right?
It will for him to go blind because we don't know to what degree his vision. How many times did he use his power before he even noticed his vision was going bad? So like we don't know to what degree that it was, but I imagine.
How many times did the main character go back to save his
Once.
sister? To save his sister?
Just once.
Just once? I can't remember.
No, I mean it felt like it was a one shot. I mean,
Okay.
unless
It's kind of crazy
we
to
have
live
a-
through all of that to go back, just to get back to that one part and do everything exactly the same.
yeah. I would say though he probably did a lot because I mean the amount of information he would have to gather, the fact he has to go through and explain everything multiple times, and he's gone through several instances, of at least I think 2 or 3 that he describes in his recap. She goes, "This is going to take me a long time to explain." He knocks it out in one episode.
Yeah, you know what's so I think it was episode 6, right, where it all turned on its head.
Yeah, so she died, right?
Yeah,
and then episode 7.
Were you expecting that? Were you expecting her just to die and you're like, oh really, she's dead? And you were expecting the same episode or that next episode she'd come back, but she didn't.
I was expecting her to come back because she's still in the title card, right?
Yep.
We're still seeing, and I'm like, what's going on here? And did not expect. So the whole episode 7 with him
so
kind
dark.
of
so
dark, and he
dark.
goes psycho. He is
psycho dark.
When he holds the toothpick over the guy's eye, he goes, "Why don't you pick which eye you want? You can come up with a cool nickname like One Eye." I don't remember.
One Eye Ghoul.
Yeah.
But, I thought you would like that episode because it didn't go like the happy-go-lucky, I'm gonna go somehow save my sister. He just accepts the fact that she's dead and you can't do anything about it.
And I mean, his diet. I mean, that's kind of my natural diet anyway. It's just instant noodles, just all day long.
And then that yakitori.
Yeah.
On the toothpicks.
I really liked that episode. I liked that he just sort of they gave him some time to mourn.
Until one girl kicked him in the face.
So the one girl kicked him in the face. I was a little confused, or I was wondering, all these different gangs are suddenly looking for him to challenge him, and I'm like, is there just
because
words
beating everybody up?
Yeah, but
I think he was seeking out confrontation in gangs.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
And then it got to a point where the other gangs were like, "No, we got to take care of this guy." But he only has 5 seconds, and I don't know.
He demolishes them. Just on that alone, he demolishes them. And well, I think that what I was really getting at is that he's getting on all these confrontations, and then at the end he's like, "I'm just gonna go back to normal." And they just stop looking for him. Was he?
Yeah. That's crazy that the girl was there with him the entire time.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
His sister cooking the meal that was heart-wrenching. For all the times he shit talked her food, and turns out the reason why she was doing that is because in the cookbook a note saying this is his favorite food or favorite type of food. Yeah. So she was trying to make him happy.
Yeah.
That was heart-wrenching and experience. But
what were your thoughts during the concert scene? And then you're it just jumps to the future.
Confused.
Or jumps to the past, or whatever happened.
I
had to look up what actually happened.
Okay, I'll explain it because I still don't know what I still don't quite understand what happened. I understand that there was a time jump and we're in an alternate reality or alternate universe, but I don't understand why he got pulled into that and then he got sent back. Right.
I think what happened was it got to a point where the older brother was like, all right, this didn't work. So he reset it back to when they time jump again, you know? So it pulled him back to the past where I guess it really would be the future, right?
So you think that so it was a reset and
It was a
and he got,
reset, but he has to reset back to that point to reset it again. Either
Okay.
that or it was a like computer simulation or something like that that happened that he had that and then like he got pulled back to his actual conscious body. I don't know.
I was kind of thinking computer simulation, but I didn't see like any evidence of that in the scene that he got pulled into. Like he's just
Well,
wearing headphones, right?
He's
So
just
I'm
wearing
like,
headphones. He's just wearing headphones and like looking at a computer monitor. So I'm like, why back to this particular scene
no.
or this particular moment?
I think
And
the
then-
time jump reset probably makes the most sense.
I think so too, but I don't know. But yeah, I as like when that happened, I was like Tokyo Ghoul RE confused. I was like, what? Where are we at? Who are all these people? Why is the sister alive?
I'll still never forget in
Who's his older
RE,
brother?
RE when I asked you like, why has he got a new name? And you're like, it's a new character. I said, okay, not gonna
Okay.
believe that.
Yep. Okay. Because it looks just like him.
Yeah.
He's just taller.
No. Um,
But yeah, I thought
That
that was
was
really
good.
cool.
that was a cool scene.
I thought you'd like it. As you just had to wait it out. 'Cause
Yeah,
I bet you were thinking like this is a typical anime about a Scooby Doo King like character, whatever.
the whole time, yeah. Like, and it got really weird because, before they're like, yeah, you're coming to this school, right? And then, and they just stopped saying that. They're just like, you just need to stop using your ability.
Yep.
And they're like, let them go about the business. Like, okay, why aren't you? I'm thinking, when did they decide that they're just going to use him instead of like taking him to the school? Just going to use him to like take all their abilities.
We talking about
Well, there was a point where they're like, we got to take these students and have them change schools to keep them safe.
Yeah.
Then they stopped doing that at around the time where they're like, hey, do me a favor. Can you possess this person? He
yeah.
possessed the person with telekinesis.
Yeah.
He possessed the person with flight, which now explains that scene we're going to experience from the title card where him and Tomo are falling through the sky.
Oh yeah.
There's gonna something coming. Where he's gonna have to catch her and fly. So yeah, like you didn't catch that, or you don't think that's what happened?
What part? Sorry.
Well, that they changed their mind about taking these kids from their old school to the new school versus just have you possess them and take their ability.
Is that happening in the show?
They don't explicitly say it, but he possesses the guy with telekinesis who's throwing the wicked curveball, the wicked knuckleball.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have that ability anymore. Except the guy who can fly.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, because when he possesses people with abilities, he takes their ability.
Does he?
Yes. No, he's able to time jump.
Oh. So
You're being intentionally dense right now because we just talked about.
I'm trying to determine what you've seen and what you haven't seen because there's 3 episodes left, right? So I can't say everything. I'm trying to not spoil things.
Oh my god! Do we just need to pause this and me go?
No,
binge
because it's
the
gonna
last-
take forever, and I got to take the other one to work. But does it show in the show that they don't have those abilities anymore?
It doesn't show it, but we're
Okay.
told that we're told that's what happens. In episode 10, in episode 10 we kind of sort of confirm it, but in episode like 8 or 9 when he's doing the initial time jump thing, where like they're trying to escape,
Yeah.
He takes the guy with can walk through walls ability.
Mhm.
He's like, don't make this, and he says to him, don't make me waste this choice. He pushes you through the wall, and then the soldiers with guns shoot the guy who could also walk through, who used to be able to walk through walls. So we know he's dead, right? In that particular instance.
In that timeline.
that timeline. So that was the first sort of inference that, or a recognition that he's actually taking them 100%. He's not like
You know what's
mimicking
funny?
them.
If you think about timelines with Charlotte, it's a lot like RE0 timelines. As far as like, do you think that he's just resetting the one timeline, or do you think there's multiple timelines where they're still dead? You know, because like in
Yeah.
RE0, remember, it's like, yeah, all those other timelines where you reset, you're still dead in all those.
Yeah, it is. It's very similar to that.
Which also is
Curious.
very sad. Like imagine like all those Amelias that like, yeah, he's just dead now. Sorry.
Yeah, they're crying over him. Like, why did you stupidly
Yeah.
just?
Why did you just kill yourself? I don't understand.
um, and I really hope they come out with a season 3 here soon.
They already have season 3, right? They're waiting for season 4, right?
Whatever the next season is.
I think it's 4.
It was season 2, part 1 and 2, right?
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah, so yeah, but whatever the next, season 4, whatever you want to call it.
is Attack on Titan done now?
No, because they decided to make a part 3 of the final season, which I'm
hilarious.
extremely angry about. I haven't watched.
You shouldn't be angry because now you can savor more episodes of Attack on Titan.
It's gonna be a year.
Good.
I
It'll be time to
I
catch
have
up.
yet to watch the very last episode aired because I don't. I need to, but I don't want to to know that that's going to be the last episode, and I'm going to have to wait and savor whatever stupid cliffhanger they throw at me.
It's not gonna be. It's not just one episode, right? It's gonna be a couple episodes.
What do you mean?
Part 3. For
Part 3? I think it's going to be more than a couple. It's going to be a few. Like there was a whole season
Don't tell me.
planned.
It doesn't mean anything that happens because my plan is to catch up within this next year, which I think I can. And then as they come out,
Bro, you are super close. You can get caught up.
As they come out, right? We can review them on the day they come out, like an actual anime podcast should be, instead of reviewing legacy anime.
I mean, at that point, are we just going to be like a one trick or not one trick pony, but like
We'll just change our name. We'll just change our name to This Week in Anime. That'll be our podcast name.
No. What we do is we create like a spin-off podcast where we just keep doing this one, and then we have This Week in Anime as like the follow-up. So we'll have this one aired.
No, we'll just do 2 episodes, put it on the same one, so we always have backup episodes, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very invested. I'm gonna actually finish it and see. I still don't know. I still don't know where the name Charlotte comes from.
I don't think there is a part where Charlotte comes in. I have no idea.
Is there there's not a character named Charlotte? The school is the school named Charlotte?
I have no idea. I mean, I'm looking it up because it's bugging me now.
I want to look it up, but I'm afraid that I'm gonna get a spoiler.
Yeah, don't look it up. Don't look it up. I'm looking it up now. Oh, it's because the opening song is called Charlotte.
Okay.
I think.
Interesting.
I think that's what it's saying.
That intro, by the way,
Mm.
is one of my favorite intros so far.
Really?
Yeah, like it's definitely, I'd say so. Like Attack on Titan intro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bundle all of them together because they're all so good. I really like the season 4 intro, but Attack on Titan intros, Death Parade intros, obviously Psychopath season 2 or season 1 intro is on that list, and season 3. That was a dope one. I really like that one.
Girlfriend's really good.
I have to watch that next or soon.
So, I mean, next. It takes you a while to watch episodes, so. And there's 12 of those.
Oh my gosh.
We had split Charlotte into 3 episodes. Because we did this one, and then we get to watch 3 more, and then it'll be.
I mean, what are we gonna do when we start talking about animes as they come out? Like, are we gonna have part 1, part 2?
It's not gonna be that hard for you because we'll just have to watch one. We're just gonna review a little bit about that and then go to like what we actually watched. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So it'd be
Yeah.
like the
Unless you
intro would
want to
be
split it up, no matter to me.
what we want. It's our podcast.
Or we just review it live.
Review it live would be cool.
We'll do it live.
Uh,
But yeah, I'm
That's-
excited for you to finish it because I think it's one of the better anime endings. I felt satisfied.
When you say satisfied, am I gonna be heartbroken satisfied, or am I going to be like happy satisfied, or you won't tell me?
I will let you know after you watch it.
Yeah. So I really can't think of anything else.
I mean, there's a lot that happened for sure.
Oh, there is a lot that happened to digest. So collapse. His little sister can
Yeah,
like
like-
collapse whole buildings, and
Yeah, her power kind of sucks in my opinion.
why?
Well, once she controls it, I think it'd be better because like she just got to make sure she's not in the building like the first time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely. I have to take this out. That little girl
The evil
in
one.
middle school with the box cutter.
Yeah,
What a psycho! Like seriously.
psychopath.
Yeah. Not psychopath. Do you say psychopath? Psychopaths.
So, both.
She definitely doesn't pass being a psycho.
Yeah, her hue is black.
Yeah. Legitimately, like, all for a boy. That's so stupid. Like
To be honest with you, like I feel like
I've
his sister-
never.
I feel like his sister could have defended herself against a box cutter.
I don't know, dude.
Just protect your throat. You're fine.
You still don't want to get cut.
I mean, it's better than dying. Right?
All right. Well, here I'll
Right.
I'll walk up to you with a box cutter, and we'll see how quickly you just put your arms in front of me and like get your fingers sliced, your arteries sliced.
I'm telling you right now, you walk up to me with a box cutter, I'm gonna choke you out.
Okay. Chase.
Okay. It's like those guys that watch UFC and MMA, and there's like, I don't know, man. I don't think that stuff work on me. I just see red.
That's dumb. That's
Very
dumb.
dumb. It's very dumb. Like, I mean, I don't know. I just go crazy. I just see red. It's all over in a blink. Yeah, because you got knocked out.
Listen here, Boo Boo. You've only been doing this for like what, a handful
Oh
of
no,
months?
no. I would totally get knocked out. I'm saying I don't like the other dudes. That's like, yeah, the MMA stuff won't work on me. I hate that stuff. That stuff
Oh.
would totally work on me. I'd get knocked out.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm saying I'd choke you out after I got sliced up like 100 times.
I watched you compete. All right, I'm not scared. All right.
Hey, I've gotten a lot better.
in like 3 weeks.
This has been longer than 3 weeks.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually got a compliment from my coach too. So watch out.
Hey, obviously he's going to compliment you
Why? Because it's only
because he
uphill
knows that
from
you're a
where I
sensitive
was.
little bitch who's going to
No,
leave.
it was
if he-
only uphill. It was only uphill from where I was. You should compete.
If he
Next time.
told you the truth, you would go home crying and you'd quit.
Yeah, you should compete in the next one. I want to see how you do.
I have no interest in jujitsu.
So
I mean, yeah, if I can like kick,
that will be jiu-jitsu.
I kick and use my knuckles. No, not my knuckles. My elbows.
They do. Oh wait, so there is a combat jiu-jitsu that you would like.
It's combat jujitsu.
Combat jiu-jitsu is just regular jiu-jitsu, but you can open palm strike. So you can just like strike him in the side or strike him in the face, and and slap him and stuff. Yeah, it adds a whole nother element, man. And like
Now
they're just whamming away. I'm like, oh my gosh, my ribs would be so sore.
that would be fun.
Breaking some ribs. and stuff.
I'm not afraid to get punched in the face, so I've been hit plenty of times.
I have not.
I've
been
been
on
side. I can think. Have I been in a lot of fights? No, I don't think I've been in a lot of fights. I can think of one instance where I got.
Do you not consider them fights because you always win?
to see the other guy. That's that's a lame joke. Um,
That's funny though.
I think I've been in a lot. I've only really remember, and this could be, I could just not be remembering.
Yeah.
But there's only one instance I remember getting punched in the face, and it was outside a bar.
Ooh. Wait, recent?
Yeah. No, this is years ago.
Did you get knocked out?
No.
What happened? Did you punch back?
His friend, so he was obviously drunk. I
Were
was
you
not.
arguing with him?
No, I just said something.
You said something stupid.
That's just something stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, he was obviously drunk, and his friend sort of stepped in the way. So I don't remember what I said, but I said something. So the guy was Hispanic, and I said something. I said something rude in Spanish.
Oh, in
Him,
Spanish?
yeah. And so he haymakered me.
Yeah.
I was on the phone, and I just made a passing comment to him, and he haymakered me while I was on the phone, and I was like, ah. And
Were you gonna punch him back though?
no, because I said something rude, and two, he was clearly drunk, and so like, then three, his friend sort of like, hey, I'm so sorry, please, I'm taking him home right now, and I'm not one for unnecessary like conflict like that. Like, it was an honest mistake. It'd be one thing if it was like a actual like brawl, but something like that, I'm like, it's not worth it.
Unless it's over tacos, right? I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm still enraged about that taco thing.
It's so funny though that you're more upset about tacos than getting sucker punched. I don't know why. Why is that? Is it because like one was on purpose, one was like more out of his control? I mean, it's not out of his control, right? Because he hit you. He thought about hitting you, but he was drunk, I guess.
I guess maybe I'm more forgiving about like given the I think circumstance matters and context matters, and given the situation, he wasn't doing anything to me. He was just drunk. I think he was trying to like.
But why did you say a rude comment to him then? If he wasn't doing anything to you.
Dude, I'm a bully. We just sat. I'm.
That's fair. But like, was he just being loud, or you just walking by and was like, "Oh, hey, I bet he speaks Mexican. I'll say something to him."
No, I think he was. He was. I think he was trying to. At the time, I smoked, and I think he was trying to get a cigarette off me.
Oh, trying to bum a cig. Okay.
Yeah, but he got like really
like pushy with it.
Not pushy. He got close. Like he got really close and like kind of like up in my business while I was on the phone, and I just said something rude to get rid of him. You tell him to basically piss off.
Yeah.
And he didn't like that, and he hit me.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I didn't go down. I mean, I got a bruise in my eye.
Were you like, oh.
Yeah, it was more just like.
You dropped the phone?
Oh.
Wow. I would have been knocked out cold.
I mean, I probably reacted the same way Chris Rock did to Will Smith. Except it wasn't the greatest night in television. I was just like, did that just happen? Like, I was like,
yeah. Did he just hit me? Were you by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh wow. You go to bars by yourself? I don't think I ever did that. I'm not confident like you.
Whatever. Yeah. So what were we talking about? Oh, how do we get on this tangent?
I have no idea. Well, you said bar and punch. Oh wait, it was about no. I don't know what it was about. Something about punching. I think the gangs, right? In Charlotte. They're all
we were past that. I think we just went off on a. I think.
Well, you said something about punching and brawling and fights, and I was like, "Huh? How many fights you get in?" I was curious.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I took a bunch. That's the.
And then you just walked away like nothing happened. Did you go home or go back in the bar?
I went back in the bar.
With a black eye?
Yeah.
Wow.
I had a tab. I had to. I wasn't done yet.
What Lance was this? Like early 20s Lance?
Yeah.
Wow, 20 years ago. That's insane.
it's 40 years ago. Get it right.
That's crazy, man. You're a different person, weren't you back then?
Yeah, definitely didn't watch anime. I'll tell you that.
What changed you, man? What changed you?
A lot of things. A big part was my wife.
Yeah,
Um,
they do that.
I was already
Less freedom.
like changing. Let's say like I was already like becoming a different person.
Yeah.
Actually, because I was becoming a different person, which is why I met my wife. If I had been the same person, I don't think we would have
No.
have met. And then that was sort of so.
So you say your wife was a big person to change you, right? But you also met me the same time, so I don't know if one could confidently say one or the other, but I'm gonna say it was me instead. You go ahead and tell her that.
Of course,
it was
I
me
will.
that changed you.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her that as soon as she gets home from work.
It took us a while to become like best friends, though.
Yeah, I'm because I'm not very agreeable.
What do you mean? We agreed on a lot of things.
Hmm.
You agreed on a lot of things. I think what made me talk to you more was you kept constantly complimenting me, which I enjoyed.
Hi.
Yeah. About how awesome I was as a leader and worker. But I also did the same with you.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Maybe it's just thought of
Maybe
myself.
maybe it had more of an
I
maybe it
just
had
told
more.
myself that.
No, it probably is. It had more of an impact on you than it did on me.
Yeah, could you tell everybody that? I got it.
Yeah.
I wonder why we did start become like better friends. Because we worked in different departments too.
I think
Why,
because
why, like, why did I talk to you more than anyone else?
I don't know, because you keep calling me.
Why didn't I have your number? Did I?
I think you
Until
did.
like later on.
Yeah.
I think we played games together, didn't we? We were
did.
Yeah, me, you, and Kyle were the only ones that played games together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Those are good times. I miss
I do too.
the Apex Legends.
I mean, the Apex is still out. We can still play. You just gotta let me know if you're gonna play or not.
Dude, you're the one that's too busy to play.
No, I'm not.
Guess I'm busy too.
You haven't asked. Granted, if we're playing Apex together, we probably should be doing the podcast instead, or watching our episodes. That's what we should be doing.
That's true. Yeah, I've got too many hobbies.
We should do manga as well.
I'm down for that, dude.
Yeah, because like I've been reading a lot of manga recently. A lot. Like, look, I have like 4 books on my desk right now. Well, 3 right now. I have 5 more on my nightstand.
I think I'm gonna start
We're all romance.
I think I want to start the Silent Voice manga I have.
Look at that. Look at that.
That's nice.
That's pretty nice. This one's a Yuri. It's really good. Silent Voice. I can buy Silent Voice and we can.
That's a long one.
Yeah,
volumes?
but yeah, we do volumes. That'd be a lot easier than doing all of them because I can read through a volume in like an hour. It doesn't take long.
Not pause to like enjoy the.
No, I enjoy it. That's why it takes me an hour. If I didn't pause to enjoy it, it'd take me like 30 minutes.
Fair. Okay.
I'm a pretty fast reader.
Not. I read everywhere.
Well, I would say if I take my Adderall, I'm a really fast reader. If I don't, I have to go back 3 times because I feel.
That's funny. Like, Corey is a fast reader. His brother is a fast reader. I like listen, like not listen, but like whenever I'm reading, I read each word. Like I make sure that I understand the full context of the sentence. Like I'm not just consuming words. I'm trying to understand the overall meaning, and I feel like that's crazy if you can do that super fast.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's certain parts, like if there's a big plot twist or something like unexpected happens, I have to go back and read it. But typically, I don't have to. Especially with manga, because the pictures give a lot of context clues.
I guess that just means you're smarter than me. That just means that you're super smart.
No, I think, especially with manga, because with reading, it's a little different. Like actual just regular books, but manga, I feel like I can pick up like the writers like drawings, like their like the character's body language a lot better, and that helps fill in a lot of context clues, so I don't have to get the whole picture just from the words. That makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but like, and what's crazy is I read all of The Beginning After the End, which is a great isekai manga at the moment. But I finished all the way up to that. But now it's all finished, but it's all finished in light novel form. They're still doing the manga, right? So I'm impatient, so I had to go and buy the books, the light novels. But they're an independent art creator, so it's only like $4 per novel. But because I already had the picture of what the characters look like in my mind and their names down pat, like I could read through that one really fast without having to go back. Because I can see in my mind's eye what's happening.
That'd be a cool name for a band.
Be a cool name for an isekai, mind's eye.
Yeah, Mind's Eye. Yeah.
Cool. I think I don't have anything else. Plus my wife's texting me, so it's Mother's Day, so I'm obliged to go up there.
Hey, real quick, what are you doing for her for Mother's Day? She mentioned yesterday on her stream.
Yeah.
You had some big plans, and you're like, "Ooh, you're not gonna believe what I did."
Is that pretty cool?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that's my big plans.
Uh,
And like it's custom made and everything.
oh,
It's all a picture of her too.
oh man!
Pretty lit. Yeah, that's the big surprise.
That's
That
very
thing's
cool.
expensive, bro.
How much was it?
It's like $65.
Damn.
Worth it.
Yeah,
Worth it.
that's
do you
super cool.
What did you get, Tori, from your kids?
We don't have kids.
You do have kids. You have
You mean our
Sisters.
puppies, our dogs?
sisters. They're sisters. You didn't get her anything?
Oh, I didn't get her
What?
anything.
What? What? Lance.
She asked me yesterday,
Lance.
"Did you get anything for Mother's Day for our from our baby puppies?"
You better
Cool.
print off a certificate that says best mom dog. Best dog mom.
I did tell her though that we might go get pie today.
Oh, that's good enough.
From our
Pie-
favorite pie
pie-
place.
Pie
But-
fixes everything.
Not only that, but they sell plants there, and what we might do is, because I've been bugging her about it, moving our plants out to our porch. It's like, let's move our plants out to our porch so we can see how much room we have for more plants.
For more plants. Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll be happy with that.
Yeah, so that's my gift to her, is we're spending money.
Yeah, that's good. Alrighty. I think that's good. We'll review the last 3 episodes, right? On the
Yes.
next one.
Hey,
Cool.
I am off. I'm taking tomorrow off.
Okay. You want to record tomorrow?
So, do you want to do it tomorrow?
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna watch the 3 episodes?
I'm gonna go watch them right now.
All right. Sounds good. We'll do it tomorrow, and then we'll be one ahead.
Yeah.
Oakley.
Sounds like Oakley Dokley.
Oakley. Alrighty. We'll catch everyone next time when
Hey.
watch and review.
You're gonna put that intro in, right?
We'll
Please
see.
do it for me. Please do the intro
Oh.
for me.
I'm just worried, man.
Well, if it doesn't work out, then we'll revisit.
All right,
But
that's fine. I'll do it.
I
I'll
love
do it
that
until-
intro.
I'll do it until we can't.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
Catch everyone next time when we finish out Charlotte.
Okay. Bye.